What's up?
Same old shit, different day.
Nice.
So, yeah, there's another stream in the works right now that I think will be very eye-opening for a lot of people.
Okay.
And it's going to cover the big hoax of Hoax Wars.
All right.
And it'll have some really interesting stuff in it for those
Okay.
who don't follow some of the stuff in this pocket.
Right. Now, I know some people were very confused in the last stream in the chat room, wondering where all the other people came from.
Right.
Well, you had said that you were hoping the other community would see this stuff.
Right.
So a few people made sure that happened.
It's going to be very eye-opening for a lot of people.
Right.
They're going to get a much better understanding of who Hoax Wars actually is.
Here's why the teen modeling thing offends me so much. And earlier we showed where he's advertising Mrs. Mom and the teen modeling agency in the same breath. What's up, MV Cat Fireside? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And so if you're just joining us, this guy Jesse Davis and this community called Sewertown are doing weird shit and have all this suspicious, all this sus stuff. Do I even want to dig up shit about my enemies? Because I don't really believe in trying to dig up shit about people from their past that they don't believe in anymore. So I was not even going to mention this stuff. But then Jesse goes on his own stream and brags about it. And Pavana brags about it. And they're all very proud. And I was even hesitant about calling it pornography. How do you know if something is pornography? The Supreme Court says you know if something is obscene just by looking at it. You know when you see it. That's what they said. I have maybe another measure that I was considering. If you're selling pornography, how do you know you're selling pornography? Well, is your audience getting off to it? As content creators, we cannot help what people get off to. People are weird. If people want to get off to the stream, then that does not automatically make me a peddler of pornography, right? It's when I am conscious of the fact that my primary audience is getting off to this. If your primary audience is getting off to the material you're producing, is it not safe to say that you're in the porn business? That's pornography. So the question becomes, is Jesse aware that his customer base is using the material that he produces to get off? Upon pondering that question, I recalled this disclaimer from the website that Jesse created, published, operated, spotlightteens.com. And this is a public post written by Jesse Davis. And what he's explaining is, well, let me just read it for you. The controversy, the problem. Practically every girl dreams of being a model or actress. And unless you live in New York, that dream is nearly impossible to achieve. Internet modeling has developed and exploded in all forms. It can provide international exposure for many amateurs in ease and little expense. So this is Jesse writing, he's put a page on his website for anyone who is on the fence about, joining his modeling site. Like, am I going to be seen as a pedo? Unfortunately, internet modeling has become an avenue for unethical distribution of questionable material, which has resulted in controversy and negativity. So this is Jesse's defense of that. Like, I run a teen website that you have to pay money to get membership access to looking at these little girls that I photographed. And does Jesse know that these are being consumed by predators? I'm getting pissed. Jesse, you should come up on panel, man. I'll give you what for, man, right now. This is making me mad. I have no tolerance for any of this shit. I've watched thousands of pred catches. NVCap Fireside, who was here in the chat earlier, he's like an actual legitimate predator catcher. And I have like the most respect for those guys. He goes out into the world and confronts, catfishes pedophiles to meet him at a certain place. And then he confronts the pedo and live streams it. Those people are heroes to me. Watching that stuff, watching those people's channels, it will open your eyes. The pedo problem is real. So this is Jesse's, defense, like against people who have. Here's why we're not one of those creepy teen modeling agencies, he's saying, right? And so he says, we encourage models to just be themselves. This is on a teen modeling site, right? Photo shoot would be fun and everyone should be able to feel comfortable. Although we don't act as an agency, our hope is that just blah, blah, blah. There will always be people who are totally against internet modeling, and we respect their opinions. Some may feel that we are, quote, feeding the interest of pedophiles, right? So we come back to that question of what is pornography? If a person, YouTube, you can find nudity on YouTube. They do not remove you for showing nude things. Like you can see the National Geographic videos of these women in Africa with their floppy boobs hanging out, and that's not considered pornography. Why? It's about the intent. And if you read the YouTube guidelines, they will remove something if the intent is to arouse or stimulate. That's the definition of pornography. And these are lawyers for one of the biggest companies in the world, and they're outlining what defines pornography, legally. So they are saying if the intent is to arouse, so you could see how National Geographic could be allowed under that, nudity could be allowed under that policy. So when Jesse produces these videos of children, does he know that a certain number of his audience, a paying membership, does he know that, hey, when I put these photos out, when I take pictures of these children and sell them, are a certain number of people buying this going to be using this for like disgusting purposes? 100% he knows. So that's why I say it's pornography, dude. You've admitted that you know that you're publishing content for perverts, because otherwise you would not have felt the urge to publish this disclaimer. There will always be people who are totally against internet modeling. Some may feel that we are, quote, feeding the interest of pedophiles and sex offenders, and we'd like to address that issue. We admit that some viewers may enter our site with moral intentions. How do you know? Did you cancel these people's subscriptions? Did you refund them and ban them? Did you take their money? Some could be photographers interested in others' work. Some perhaps are people who enjoy looking at photographs. Some just like to spend money, or maybe just like to, quote, join. Others could be professionals looking for new faces, and some may be here to support the models. Okay, so think about those excuses. Seriously, like you're going out of your way. You're doing too much right now, Jesse. Okay, so you think the people paying $6.29 to join your teen modeling agency membership site, why are you even charging money to see teens in the first place? That's fucked up. Maybe if you're running a modeling agency and then the child like pays to sign up, and then bundled into the membership fee, you get access to a membership site where you can view your child's gallery. But what the fuck? Offering that to the public? Why? Why would you ever need to take children from South Bend, Indiana, photograph them and sell their image on your website? There's no market for that, unless, there's one market I can think of. But his cope is that some people might be joining our website because they're photographers interested in other people's work. Really? Some kind of photographer is so impressed with Jesse's work. They're like, let me pay money to see how he's photographed these children. Okay, maybe. I'm not here to make accusations or theorize, really. I'm laying out the facts for chat because unlike most streams, I acknowledge that chat always wins. I'll lay the facts out for you guys and you'll just do what's right and moral. Some perhaps are people who enjoy looking at photographs, right? Okay. You know, I like looking at pictures, just generic photos. Think I'll pay this $6 a month and look at photos of these little girls because I like photos. Some just like to spend money. Hey, I have money to burn. Why not just, bro, Jesse, you're like incriminating yourself worse than I ever could. You're describing to people what your membership base is made up of. And I don't consider these good intentions. This is really like bad reasons to pay money to look at little girls. Some just like to spend money or maybe just like to, quote, join. I honestly don't know what that means. That would need some explanation. But yeah, did Jesse know that he was producing pornography? He's aware that the people consuming his product are perverts. Otherwise, he would not make this statement, right? However, in regards to the wrong types of viewers, at least they're at home and not out combing the parks, playgrounds, malls, and schoolyards. And God, I hope NVCAP is still there. NVCAP Fireside, I would love to get a predator catcher's opinion on that kind of statement. Hey, if pedophiles are signing up to my website and looking at these little girls that I photographed, hey, at least they're not out on the street, right? Or on the playground. Imagine writing that. Jesse Davis from Sewertown wrote this shit. However, in regards to the wrong types of viewers, at least they're at home. Jesse, where are you, you fucking coward? Come up on panel and defend yourself. I wouldn't want to listen to this man justify this statement. It's not even that I want to press him or fight with him. I want to like teach him. Like, bro, you're fucking up. You can't be doing this, my guy.